For weeks, Kountry Wayne had been hearing the rumors, the hushed conversations that stopped whenever he walked into the room, the speculative posts flooding social media. At first, he dismissed them as baseless gossip. After all, being in the public eye meant people would always find something to talk about. But as the whispers grew louder, it became impossible to ignore. The talk of a secret child had taken on a life of its own, and one name kept surfacing in every discussion: Erica Pinkett. Erica had not only fueled the speculation, she had embraced it. With unwavering confidence, she told anyone who would listen that Wayne was the father of her child. Her words sent shockwaves through Wayne's world, rattling the very foundation of the life he had built. Yet, despite the mounting pressure, something about her claim didn't sit right with him. There were gaps in her story, inconsistencies that gnawed at his gut. He wasn't one to jump to conclusions, but he also wasn't one to let a lie spiral out of control. He needed the truth, and there was only one way to get it. Cut to Wayne staring at his phone, lost in thought. His face is tense, brows furrowed, eyes scanning the screen as though searching for answers. The speculation had reached a fever pitch, and Wayne could no longer dodge the questions that followed him everywhere he went. Friends, family, even complete strangers wanted to know, was it true? Was he the father? The pressure was relentless, suffocating. He had spent years carefully crafting his reputation, and now, with a single rumor, it all seemed to be slipping through his fingers. But Wayne wasn't about to let his life be dictated by whispers. He needed cold, hard facts. Then, finally, the moment arrived. He managed to get his hands on a DNA report. It sat in his hands, an unassuming envelope, yet it held the power to change everything. His heart pounded as he unfolded the paper, his eyes scanning the words that would either confirm his worst fears or set him free from doubt. His stomach twisted as he absorbed the results. A storm of emotions surged within him: anger, betrayal, confusion. He clenched his jaw, trying to process what this meant. Had he really been deceived? Was he just another pawn in someone's game? His trust had been shattered before, but this felt different. This felt personal. He thought back to every interaction he had with Erica, every moment that now seemed tainted by deception. He replayed the conversations in his head, looking for the signs he might have missed. Had he ignored the red flags? Had he allowed himself to be played? The weight of it all bore down on him, pressing against his chest. Wayne wasn't the type to run from problems, he faced them head-on. And this situation was no different. He needed to confront the person at the heart of this storm. There was only one place to go, only one person who could give him the answers he needed. Cut to Jada sitting alone, her fingers nervously tapping on the table. Her face is etched with worry, her eyes darting around the room as if expecting something, or someone. Jada had been keeping her distance, but the tension was evident. She had heard the rumors, felt the shift in energy. She knew Wayne, knew how he handled situations like this. He wasn't one to let things fester. And now, as she sat there, anxiety gnawing at her, she braced herself for the confrontation she knew was inevitable. Wayne's footsteps were steady but heavy as he approached. His presence was commanding, his eyes locked onto Jada with an intensity that made her shift in her seat. She could feel the weight of unspoken words hanging between them, thickening the air. This wasn't going to be an easy conversation, but it was one that could no longer be avoided. He exhaled sharply before speaking. "We need to talk." Jada nodded, swallowing hard. She had a feeling this conversation would change everything. Jada had been keeping quiet, avoiding the media, and steering clear of the drama. But when Wayne showed up unannounced, she knew something was wrong. The look in his eyes said it all: he wasn't here to play games. Wayne places the DNA envelope on the table. "Wayne, go ahead. Open it." Jada hesitates, hands trembling. She takes a deep breath and rips open the envelope. The room falls silent. Wayne's eyes scan the paper, his expression hardening. The truth was in black and white: he wasn't the father. Jada exhales in relief, but Wayne's face remained stern. "Wayne, why would Erica lie about this? Jella, you know how she is. She wanted attention. She wanted to be in control." As the news broke online, fans were left in shock. Erica had painted a false narrative, and now the truth was out. Wayne wasn't the father, and he had the proof to clear his name. But the damage was done. His reputation had been dragged through the mud, and trust had been shattered. Jella, caught in the crossfire, had kept the secret to avoid drama. But in the end, the truth had a way of coming out. Wayne took one last look at the report before setting it down. "Wayne, this ain't over." What would Erica say now that her lie had been exposed? And more importantly, what was Wayne going to do about it? "Wayne, Jaden, why would you jump in an Uber like that? Do you know how dangerous that is?" "Jaden, I wasn't thinking. I just wanted to get away." "Wayne, I understand you're upset, but running away is never the answer. Families have problems, but we deal with them together. You can't just take off like that." Wayne's world was already in chaos, and now his family issues were adding fuel to the fire. But he knew he had to stay strong. "Wayne, I told her the same thing. I told her that every family isn't perfect." Meanwhile, another shocking scandal was unfolding. Erica Pinkett had filed a case against her ex-boyfriend, DC, accusing him of kidnapping her young daughter. The internet exploded with reactions, and fans were stunned. According to sources, Erica and DC had a tumultuous relationship filled with manipulation and public disputes. Despite their separation, they remained in contact because of Erica's daughter. But things took a dark turn when Erica claimed that DC had used deceptive tactics to gain access to the child. What began as a routine visitation turned into a nightmare. Erica frantically reported her daughter missing, and law enforcement launched an intensive manhunt. Social media was flooded with support as thousands of people shared her story. After days of relentless searching, authorities finally located DC and the child in a neighboring state. The young girl was found unharmed and was quickly reunited with her mother. But the ordeal was far from over. DC was arrested and now faces serious charges, including kidnapping and endangering a child. Legal experts suggest he could face significant prison time. "Erica, I just want to thank everyone who supported me through this. I will do whatever it takes to protect my daughter." Now, Erica is focused on ensuring her daughter's safety, enrolling her in therapy, and tightening custody arrangements. But the incident has left an undeniable scar. Wayne had been through enough scandals for a lifetime. The false paternity accusations, the public scrutiny, and now Erica's legal battle, it all felt like too much. But he wasn't going to let it define him. The truth was out, and now, it was time to rebuild. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but one thing was certain: Wayne wasn't backing down. What do you think about this entire situation? Do you think Erica should be held accountable for her false accusations? And what about DC's actions? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates.